Infinity Ward have announced they are completely rehauling the weapons progression system. This is everything you need to know about the Gunsmith 2.0 customization system. I'm Connell from GG Recon, and I'm here to give you a quick breakdown of the trailer that has been released. Infinity Ward dropped the new trailer, detailing all of the upcoming changes regarding weapons attachments in Modern Warfare 2. And to say that they've shaken things up a bit is a little understatement. Gunsmith 2.0 now heavily emphasizes receivers, which basically encompasses multiple attachments. These receivers allow you to transfer over your hard-earned attachments to weapons within the same manufacturer of the receiver. Sounds confusing? Let me break it down for you. Say, for example, you've fallen in love with the most overpowered assault rifle in the game, and you're bored of all the constant kill streaks that you're getting, and you want to switch the game up by switching to an SMG. But you don't want to lose all those countless hours that you've put in to leveling up your attachments. Well, Infinity Ward has saved the day. Provided that the assault rifle has the same receiver manufacturer as the SMG, you can transfer over most of the attachments to said weapon. This is a significant time saver, and one Call of Duty fans will rejoice at. So instead of the classic design of one weapon to rule them all, now it is considered a weapons platform, allowing you to level up the weapon and, in turn, change it entirely from, say for example, an assault rifle to an SMG. Attachments are now shared between weapons in a specific platform. A direct quote from Infinity Ward: each of those shared attachments that you unlock is now cross-progressible and therefore attachable onto another weapon from the same class. Infinity Ward have acknowledged the previous frustration from gamers when they didn't want to change their weapon setup, as they didn't want to go through the long grind of having to level up the weapon and regain those attachments. This is not a blanket approach though, and not all attachments will be transferred over to your weapon of choice. Let's use the M4 for an example. What we know so far is that the M4 is going to be a starter weapon in Modern Warfare 2 and most likely in Warzone 2. When you look at the manufacturer of the M4, for example, with the M4 is Tempest Armament, most attachments will be directly transferable over to the weapons of the same manufacturer. So the M4's receiver allows attachments to be transferable over to the M16 in Icarus and vice versa. This gives players an extra element to think about when leveling up their weapons, as if you know your playstyle well and you know you switch between specific ARs and SMGs, you can basically future-proof yourself in switching seamlessly between the two. Interestingly, some attachments are transferable not only to specific manufacturers, but also over the entire game. For example, underbarrels, foregrips, muzzles, and optics are unlocked across all weapons in the game, while stocks, rear grips, magazines, and receivers are only unlocked within the weapons manufacturer platforms. What does this mean? Well, if you've grown fond of a specific sight on your AR, but you want to switch to a different weapon with a different manufacturer, this allows you to take that sight across. But for example, if you wanted to take over your favorite rear grip, this is impossible and will need to be unlocked by leveling up the new weapon platform. As veteran Call of Duty players, we know every other week it seems like there's a new weapons meta. The frustrating part about this, having to level up your weapons attachment to the point where it's actually overpowered, whilst watching your KD slowly swindle down. Shout out to the 0.5 KD crew, myself included. This seems to solve that problem, encouraging players to actually go out and try other weapons without that tedious grind. To keep this video short and sweet, I'm not going to go too much into detail about this, but it is a crucial point, and that is the weapons vault. Essentially, the weapons vault solves a previous problem. So for example, if you bought a blueprint that you absolutely loved, but you weren't too fond of the barrel, you couldn't swap it over and switch in between. Now, with the weapons vault, it unlocks multiple attachments of the same skin, allowing you to truly customize every single weapon. Add to this that once you've customized your weapon to your heart's content, you can then take it for a spin in the firing range, meaning that you don't have to go test it out online, and again, further hinder that KD. Add this all together, and it seems like we've truly got one of the most detailed gunsmith experiences on a Call of Duty game. Which part of this announcement were you most excited to hear? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe to our YouTube for more gaming news.